G'day everyone, Diesel here from Getting Around Oz Camper Trailer Travelling. Thanks for checking out a video today. Very exciting for me to share this one with you. A few weeks ago we picked up a new car. Well, here she is. So we've got another build series video coming up for you today. So far in this series, you've seen us install the automatic transmission cooler thanks to Wholesale Automatic Transmissions. In the tub there, we've installed the floor mat for the tub. We've actually got the seals for the tailgate, and we've also put on some stainless steel struts for the tailgate as well. And then we installed the fridge slide in the back of the tub there as well. So at the moment, that's it for the back there. But we're not done with the setup in the back there for the moment. I would love to get your ideas in regards to battery setups and what type of dual battery setup I could do in regards to lithium battery, charger, inverter, slimline, non-slimline, where I might put it. If you've got any ideas for that one, I would love to hear those in the comments because I haven't made up my mind there what I'm going to do. We've got some towing mirrors I'm going to show you that I'll put on this thing here as well. And then after that, I'll show you the seat covers we're putting this thing here as well, which have already come in handy for our recent trip, that's for sure. And as I've mentioned in our last couple of videos, 85% of our viewers are not subscribed to our channel. If you like what you're seeing and you want to support us and get behind us, hit the subscribe button, and would love to know in the comments how you've been finding the build series so far. There is definitely more to do, and there's a reason I've got the camera facing this way because I don't want to show you some other things that I've got done yet. But that's enough crapping on from me. Grab yourself a drink, make yourself comfortable. Let's get into it. Cheers. All right. So, next job is up. Each one has its own box. Tell you what, I wish it's bloody full of fresh fish, but we have towing mirrors. Always use the mirrors that almost clip on. They clip on and you screw them on, but we'll probably keep using those for the Gero. I mean, I guess this is what you're probably wondering yourself is, do I spend, I don't know, maybe $150 or less on mirrors that you can take on and take off and you can actually fix on? And there is pros and cons for those. So we've used the clip-on ones probably last 3 years, probably 3 or 4 years. The con to those is, I guess the pro is they're easy to fit on. They stay on and they do a pretty reasonable job. However, they do shake. These ones, I guess you're looking at the normal mirror and it's sort of shaking a little bit, but you can still see. But sometimes, and probably more often than not recently, is they just shake so much it's actually really bloody hard to see. And I'm hoping with these ones here, so I'm not sure if the angle's okay or you're getting blinded by bloody sun, but so we've got the blinkers on here. Not only do they, they're sort of wide and you have the different variation between the two mirrors here, they're actually expandable ones as well. So now the price for this one, I'll chuck him up on the screen there for you. It's just the price at the time of doing this video. They may be on special, may not be on special anymore. But now these ones here, Vic Off-Road are giving me to test out and let you know how I found them and, what type of experience I've had with these. But I've actually got a discount code for these ones as well. So if you use the link that's in the description and apply the code with that, that'll get you 10% off any normal price. So make sure you don't miss out on that one. And don't worry, I'm doing this for the first time as well. So if you're a first timer like me, we're going to go through this together, or I'm going to struggle for your enjoyment and you're going to find it nice and easy and learn what not to do. But it should be a case of taking off the door trim, undoing these 3 bolts here, which release the mirror on the car, plug him in and off they go. So it should retain all the electric functions that the Ranger mirrors do at the moment. But I'll get this other one boxed and we'll get into the job. Now I've just done the other side. I had a bit of trouble recording it, but I'm going to show you this one. I've let the cameras cool down a little bit here. All you need to do this is 30mm torque socket bit, 10mm spanner, or even a 30mm Allen key. Pretty much, I'm just going to use the socket here. That's all you need. So effectively, don't need to take the door trim off at all. Now this one here will just click off. Like that. So all you've got there is those two little points there. They just click into there, pull it out without any trouble. You've got the little plug here. As you can see there, got this little plug here. Unplug him. We're going to just put him down there out the way for the moment. Just going to take off this little grommet, which comes off quite easy. So all we have to do is take off that one, screw out that one there, that one there. These two were easy to get. That one there, I just had to get Allen key in there, but I'll show you how. This one out. Now this one here was a bit more of a challenge to get into. There's the next screw. Now just be careful, because as you undo this one, this mirror will come off. So I'll do the rest by hand. Here's the mirror here, there's the cable. I'm going to feed that through in a sec. These 3 bolts here in this little baggie. Get these 3 nuts here, they're actually just 10mm, so I'm just going to do them up with this one here, nice and easy. Once I feed him on here, I've actually got a nut in my hand to tie him on. So now that one there will hold him in place. Just put that one there in. Use that little socket there to hand tie him on. The 10mm spanner, like with one of these ones here. Nice and easy. This one here, I've just got the socket to go in there, which will make it a bit easier. And just plug him back on there. Clicks into place. Now I'm just going to feed him just in there a bit. Again, just making sure your wires are clear. So he just clicks back in there, you're done. And that little rubber grommet we took off earlier. Okay, so there's a look at the mirror. As you can see it there, the bottom one isn't automatic, so that one has to be adjusted manually. Now, I'll show you some footage that I've got from our recent trip there, and you can see it's actually, what this mirror does that the factory mirror didn't do was actually increases the visibility of the rear behind you width-wise. Drive along the road here, you can actually see the blind spot is a bit low and actually sort of see more behind the car. Now, the top one is still automatic. Flick him over there. You can see that one there, works nicely. There's a look at the passenger side there as well. So again, the left side here can be adjusted from the seat. Now something I did work out later on is with these mirrors, they pull out, but they also close in as well. Now that doesn't work off the automatic settings in the car, whereas the factory mirrors, you hit the button, would open and close, you know, automatically. That's not the case, but so you can see how the blinker works there. It's actually nice and bright. Now, having recently completed a 7,000 kilometre trip across the country over the last month or so, I can say I definitely like these mirrors and I would definitely recommend them. You know, they are really firm, they don't shake, even when you're on corrugations. Now, one thing I was mindful of is when I'm on corrugations, the old mirror would shake, you know, shake like buggery, which wasn't good. On blacktop was fine, but getting on corrugations, once you start shaking, it's pretty hard to see behind the trailer. Whereas this one here, you know, the bottom mirror is firm as. Did move at all. The top one moved a little bit, but it wasn't much. But, you know, you can definitely still see quite comfortably. Now, one thing I will say is if you're new to towing a camper trailer or a caravan or something like that, get yourself a bloody towing mirror, okay? Now, whether it's legal or not legal, or, you know, depending on where you are or where you're living, is these things here, if they're not for you, they're for other people. Like, now, I was recently sitting behind a guy in a caravan, big Land Cruiser, had no idea I was behind him, trying to overtake this guy that was sitting on about 80 odd kilometers an hour, and had no idea I was behind him. Didn't have a bloody radio either, so there's no way to talk to him. Overtaking, yes, it was a bit of a challenge for me, but imagine what it was like for him. Just suddenly there's just a car pull out and it's just a complete bloody surprise to him. So again, my advice is, if a towing mirror, you know, remember, a towing mirror isn't just about so you can see, it's about other people trying to see. But if you can see behind you, you can help someone behind you, you know, trying to get around you. And just knowing that someone's behind you, it's a peace of mind. It's bloody worth it, that's for sure. All right, just before I get into this, I need to fuel up for today's job. Okay, so in this little box here, if I can work this out, sorry, let's try this. So today's job is seat covers. These are San Hima branded ones, as you can see here. I'll chuck up on the screen which ones they are and how much they'll cost you. But it shouldn't be too hard to get this one on here. I'll start getting into it now. If you're like me and you haven't done it before, you got the one, or I guess the right side here, which allows you to adjust up or down, but the left side just need a little screwdriver to pop in this little bit here. I'll try and get a close up for you, being a first timer. There we go. There we go, learn about this car all the time. That should make the job a bit easier, I reckon. So, it's time for the front now. The back's done. The back was fairly simple. It's only going to get easier because the back ones are tie on. I just use a little bow myself. Okay, so you ever want to get them undone, but the front ones here are actually Velcro, which will make it a whole lot easier. Seat covers are machine washable, so you can take them off and chuck them in the wash. So obviously there was a couple of little notes about washing them and, you know, drying them and not ironing, those types of things. They are also designed as well, the front seats, so they don't hinder your side airbags in your chair. So if there's any safety concerns with these, the stitching is all done here to make sure that doesn't happen, because that could be a bloody problem if you ever needed to get into it. Still got all the headrests there. I'll leave those to the end, and two bottom ones there, two back ones here. Let's go. If you have any questions about these San Hima mirrors and seat covers here, drop them in the comments. I'd love to try and answer those for you. You know, again, with the big trip that we've done recently, the seat covers were, you know, it was priceless. If you got kids, they're gonna spill crap and shit on your seats. They'll ruin your seats. And my kids were no different, but having those in there, I tell you what, it saved a heap of bloody mess. And if you're looking to grab some of these for yourself, I do have a discount code in the link, which I'll put in the description. Now, if these aren't on sale, you can get a 10% off using our discount code there as well. And in my experience, Vic Off-Road have been very good to deal with. The shipping is super quick and it's normally free. And you know, I just found them a very good company to deal with, and that's why, you know, I've continued to keep running with plenty of their gear. So And let me know in the comments, what is it that I'm hiding from you at the moment for the next build series. We've still got a few more to go before we start getting on to our trip across Australia, but really appreciate your support so far. And but I reckon I'll wrap him up here now. I'm Des for Getting Around Oz, Camper Trailer Traveling. We'll catch the next one. Hooroo.